the thriller of vanilla.
Yes, exciting. The thriller of vanilla, the standstill in Farmville, the Belinda in Virginia. That made no sense. Pence versus Kaine, Kaine versus Pence, the big Tuesday night event. I've been this excited since I started this segment 13 seconds ago, which is to say not very excited. In fact, I'm kind of pissed. They're preempting This Is Us. I find out Mandy Moore ended up with Miguel last week, and now you leave me hanging. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, it's an important debate. And if you don't like Trump or Clinton, could you actually be swayed to vote for one of these guys, even if you don't know who they are? I mean, haven't we all wondered, who are Mike Pence and Tim Kaine? All we really know about them is that, well, they're a lot alike. Maybe too much alike. We investigate in a new segment called Why Does It Exist?
The vice presidential debate. Why does it exist? Tim Kaine, Mike Pence. Could their shocking similarities be the key to unlocking it all? Consider, please. Both have two-syllable names ending with the letter E. Both go out of their way to be extremely boring.
How about a round of applause for Nicole?
And according to these pictures, both are white guys. Coincidence? Or are Tim Kaine and Mike Pence the same person? Indeed, the connections are too much to ignore. Both attended law school in the mid-'80s, and both were governors, although, curiously, not at the same time. Kaine, Virginia, 2006 to 2010. Pence, Indiana, starting in 2012. Where was Kaine during those crucial 2 years in between? Experts agree he would have had plenty of time to travel from Virginia to Indiana, possibly on horseback. And what of the agricultural connection between them? Pence is on the record admitting his guilty pleasure is popcorn. Meanwhile, Virginia's 7th most popular cash crop, you guessed it, is corn. Add it all up, and you can only come to one conclusion. The vice presidential debate is necessary to disprove they are the same person. This has been Why Does It Exist?
Thanks to Stuart Barney for lending us that very familiar golden voice. I love that, Stu. Every evening. All right, Professor Dershowitz, do you have any predictions for this debate? Is it going to go, is it going to be interesting at all?
Oh, sure. Tim Kaine is my former student at Harvard Law School.
You know everybody.
Of course he's going to win.
You know.
But the only reason we're watching this debate is one of these guys may become president. Both candidates are the oldest two people ever to run for office. Who ever heard of a guy named Harry S. Truman when Roosevelt put him on the ticket and then proceeded to die several months later? So watch carefully. One of these guys may be the leader of the free world.
Oh, that's a frightening, yeah, it is a frightening thought, Colonel West. Let me put that on record that is a frightening thought. All right, I have a theory that Pence is going to have to spend most of his time defending Trump.
Well, yeah, that's going to be the entire objective, and I think that Mike Pence has to know that going in. And we recently saw he was asked, you know, do you disavow David Duke and having a relationship with Donald Trump? So it's going to be that kind of, you know, circular attack of Trump through Pence. And if you understand that going in, you should be prepared. But Professor Dershowitz is absolutely correct. When you have two candidates, it's 69 and 70 right now, you know, for them to go on past a first term, absolutely, that's a big deal. And we see the stress of the office. So these guys in 4 years could end up being your president.
Wow, Kat, I wasn't even going to watch this thing. No. Now I feel that it's my job to watch it, like I work on a talk show.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I wish what they would do instead is just kind of hang out and drink beers and exchange stories about what it's like to defend one of the two most hated candidates of all time. Like, I'm serious. I feel like they're going to be great friends. Like, they're opposites now, but after having this shared traumatic experience, they're going to become great friends, like Buzz and Woody and Toy Story, or like Seth Rogen and James Franco and Pineapple Express. That's what I think.
Oh, wow. That's actually a fairly good metaphor, Tyrus. Who do you think has the upper hand?
Depends on which one of the candidates screws up the most that day going into the thing. So if Hillary's email scandal drops and reopens that day, then Pence is going to have the advantage. If Donald Trump opens his mouth, and Kaine's. And here's the thing: both guys, the whole debate's going to be, well, I think what Donald meant was. Well, I'm glad. Good point. And Hillary also meant this.
Yeah.
So you'll probably have both sides talking more about the other. Well, Hillary did this. Well, Trump did this, and it'll basically just be two wives fighting over their husbands.
Exactly.
And it'll be entertainment. And after a while, we're gonna be, and then they're gonna have to get into substance, and people are gonna tune them out. So I think both those guys, because of who they're with, can't do what they need to do, and that's do what the vice presidents do is they build the platform, they talk about the objectives and the things are going to get done. Instead, they have to do 90 minutes of damage control. But please like my guy better.
You know what it is? The VPs, they're like Murtaugh, and the presidential candidates are Riggs from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
They have to. It's like Murtaugh always has to go to Riggs. No, get off the cliff! Don't put that get away.
Well, it's going to be interesting because it's a different format. It's a town hall format. So it'll depend on what the people there, the type of questions that they ask. And I think that will be a good test to see what's really on the minds of the American people.
Also, they're both very popular. I mean, Tim Kaine was an extremely popular governor and senator. Pence was very popular. And they're both serving as vice presidential candidates for candidates who aren't so popular. So this is going to be interesting.
You know what the outrage of this debate is? No third-party VP. No Bill Weld. No Ajamu Baraka.
Who?
Well,
The injustice of it. Green Party, correct?
Bill Weld's a very smart guy.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Not as smart as he can't be that smart. We let him be in front of him.
But he even knew the name. He knew the name of the former president of Mexico.
Yeah, that's true.
He should have been.
He leaned it over and said,
I'm so upset all the time.
He is. Yeah. No. Weld is walking around all day miserable.
Yeah.
He's just going, what did I do? It's like he bought a lemon.
The mirror's tough for him.
All right, okay, we got to
I
take
think he'd gain points if the next time Johnson talks, he just, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike Pence, here's my prediction. Mike Pence steals Donald Trump's Twitter toy.
Yeah, he's changed
Very
that
smart.
password. Yeah.
All right, up next, why aren't more young men working? I go undercover as a young man not working to find out.